A very tough day in the Yukon today. My last day on the Alaska Highway. I finally made it here to the Cassiar. Bike's holding up. I kind of got beat up pretty badly today. It was probably 35 degrees and raining really hard. I mean, most times it's rained here, it's been sprinkling like all day. But this time this morning, got going at 6, it was pouring rain and it was cold, freezing cold, and I don't care when it's like that, somehow the rain and the moisture gets in, man. My hands were frozen. I had my waterproof socks on, my feet were frozen, I was hurting really bad. Top it off, there are a lot of really big hills. I'm gonna have some big hills coming up though. I gotta cross a couple sets of mountains on the Cassiar Highway before it kind of will level out, and perhaps the weather will become more temperate, you know, a little bit not so cold, man, because I like to get up in the morning, but it's like 35 degrees. Actually, I would have been so much better off today cycling in the afternoon. I mean, it's cloudy, but I see blue sky, and it's probably 45 degrees now, and I could ride like this without being in pain, but I was in pain today, and I had to call it quits at 25 miles because there was this junction here and there was this campground. But you can see there's my camp down there and my picnic table. But what I wanted to show you about this campground, because it demonstrates something I've seen a lot in Alaska and in the Yukon, and I'm not sure why, but it is the degradation of the infrastructure. Now this is this is at the main intersection of the Cassiar and the Alaska Highway. I mean, there isn't much up here, but so they got a truck stop, and when the guy built it, he's got the truck stop, he's got a truck shop, he's got rooms to rent. I'll show you in a little bit. He had a saloon and a grocery store. Now he's left with a little tiny shop with some junk food and gasoline up there, and he's got this RV park. I'll show you it too. I'm walking out of it right now. That's the hotel right there. These rooms, can you see them? They're kind of falling apart. They don't have a hotel anymore. I can't imagine they'd rent those rooms. Yeah, it's falling apart. Hey, you know, yeah, right there's another set of them. It's just like one building with room after room after room. They just must have a bed in there, nothing else. But I would have taken that when I got in here today, because I was soaked to the bone, shivering. I was thinking, man, I'm going to get a fever because I am really beat up. That's the front up there at the entrance where they do still have a gas station, and that's called Junction 37 because 37's the Cassiar Highway I'm going to be on. Then over here, take a look at the saloon, man. That's the saloon. That's the saloon. There's another pumps, but this is the these pumps are all closed down, and that's about it. They got a little store there. I asked him, where's the restroom? He said, I got to go through that. There's it used to be a shop, like to work on vehicles, but now it's just filled with junk. But I had to walk through there, and there's a bathroom in the back there. Actually, it was kind of nice. But fortunately for me, down the road 1 kilometer from here is the Golden Nugget, and it was actually, its infrastructure was in much better shape. And yeah, that's where all the giant RVs were going. And they had a restaurant. I went down there and I had a meal. I had a hamburger, and everything's expensive here. But also they had a laundromat. So for $3, I got to throw all my wet clothes in the dryer and dry them. And they also had a shower. $5 for 3 minutes of lukewarm water. But I had to do it. I was so beat up. You have your up days and down days. Boy, the rain beat me down today. I don't know what that was at one time. Who could say? But it's not in use anymore. You can see there was kind of a wood stove or a furnace or something. And there, the sky here, we're going into the RV resort. There's my site right there. Actually, it's a pretty nice site for a tent site, but it costs a lot, like $26 or something. And he's letting me, there's RVs, there's one other RV in here tonight, and he's letting me charge my chargers over here right next to this RV guy. He doesn't have all the electricity on, but this is what he's got. These ones are these ones aren't turned on yet. In fact, I see way over there, you can't see it, but I see a car seat or something. Yeah, it's a car seat just sitting there for someone to sit on or something. Yeah, they're not taking care of this place very well at all. But if they charge me $26 for a tent site, I wonder what they charge these RVs. He's got electricity. And he has a dump station. See, so this guy, when he built it, built the infrastructure for, I don't know, about 10 of these RV sites right along here. They got all, nope, see, there we stopped. There's a big hole in this one. I don't know if you see it. There's a hole. And no one's going to be using that until they get a grader out here. Yeah, the season's just starting and it's like June 22nd or something like that. Big junk and garbage, so he's not going to be able to fill any of these up. And they go way down the road. Probably there's 34 of them, 30 to 40 of them. And then there's a whole bunch of, these look more like tent places, because I guess you could pull in here. The whole idea is up here is a lot of people do this right here, which is the big, I don't know what you bus. You know, those things are expensive, and that's a small one, honestly. And they pull, the main vehicle they pull is a Jeep Wrangler. Yeah, look at that. That's what they do. I see these around the highway all the time, man. It's probably one of the main vehicles I see. Vehicles, I mean, there's a truck. Anyways, that's my tour of the campground. Tomorrow we'll see how the weather goes. If it's pouring rain, I'm not getting up in the morning. I'm not going to get up when it's that cold and start riding in the rain. That didn't work out too well for me this morning. So I'll see. I'm just going to keep going in the right direction, and I don't have to do 100 miles every day. I just got to keep going. Like today, I made it 25 miles. Man, there were some hills, and I think there's going to be some hills tomorrow and the next day, and then it will get a little bit more moderate. Oh well. Like I said, I just keep going, and the big hills, I'm walking them. Okay. I'm taking you back to the campsite. And I'm going to set it up. And then I think I may be getting ready to go to bed. Okay, I know it stays light. Actually, though, last night it got dark. I kind of felt it got a little bit dark, and it was like June 21st. But there was a mountain right on the north side of me, and that might have been why. But it's probably just dark because there's dark clouds around. Okay, I will talk to you guys another time. See ya. Bye.